Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program. And today I'd like to talk about what is the one thing that tells us who we are. If we see somebody, what's the one thing that defines who we are as a person? And I gotta say, for a lot of people, it's their job. What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a such and such. Oh, I'm a such and such. And this is because people are trying to gauge how much money you earn, what sort of suburb you live in, what education you've got, etc., etc., etc. But what materialistic item, what piece of asset can a person use to judge you by? And if we look at men folk, what's one piece of jewelry that most men should have, and it will define who we are as individuals? And there's only one answer. It's our wristwatch. And Seiko did a very interesting ad on this, and it said, the Seiko advertisement says, what's the one thing that defines who we are? It's not our car, it's not our job, it's not our etc., etc. It's our watch. And let's think about that. And I gotta say, that's so true. I mean, life can be a bitch. Archie's had his highs and his lows. At the moment, he's scrubbing industrial bins. So, I mean, he's actually not doing too badly. But he's had a lot of worse. Worse shit has happened. He's driven taxis. He's been unemployed. He's done all sorts of work. And I gotta say, what is the one thing that defines who we are as a person? And I put it forward towards you, fans. I put it forward that it's your wristwatch. Your wristwatch defines who we are as a person. And I think that's one very, very special fucker. And I gotta say, in all honesty your wristwatch tells everyone clues about who we are as people. It's your wristwatch. And I gotta say, it makes a lot of sense there. And, I'll give you an example. If someone's wearing a Vacheron, what does that say? Well, it says they're not a lotto winner. It's old respect for the brand. It's a very discreet, very upmarket brand. It's something that is it's worn by somebody who appreciates fine watches and fine living. 90% of the people on the planet would have 95% of the people on the planet would have no idea what the fuck a Vacheron is. But a Vacheron itself, it's a very special piece. And, even, I gotta be honest with you, you look at somebody, what is somebody who's wearing a Rolex Submariner, what does that say? Well, it says that they love nice things. Okay, they're not the Vacheron or the Patek League, but they're still a very, very beautiful wristwatch. They're somebody who appreciates fine engineering. They would usually have some sort of interest in sports. And they're somebody who is lower to middle class. Because, let's face it, if you were absolutely stinking rich, fucking loaded, you'd have a solid gold sub with the diamonds and the fuck you statement on it. But this is someone who lives within their means. What does an Omega Speedmaster man on the moon say? It says somebody loves mechanical watches. They've chosen this. They've put a lot of money in it. They know their limitations. They know they're middle class. And it's somebody who appreciates fine Swiss watches. And I gotta say, every time you look at a wristwatch, you give me a wristwatch, and I can tell you about the man. And it's very interesting. Louis Vuitton used to run an advertisement. Show me somebody's luggage and I will tell you about them. And, that's a very interesting statement. And nowadays, the way travelling's gone, we don't go on big sea voyages or train voyages. We go on an aeroplane with EasyJet and carry on and shit like that there. The whole society we live in has become so casualised. And this is the whole thing. Wristwatches give you those clues as to what the person's like. And I gotta say, there's no other piece of jewellery that you can look at and it will tell you more about that person than you could get from talking to them for 15 minutes. The wristwatch. And I'm a firm believer. I mean, a Patek does not make you a sophisticated, classy fellow. But you need to be a classy, sophisticated fellow to want a Patek Philippe. And that's the whole thing. That's what it comes down to, is that a wristwatch really gives off clues. And you see this with like the gold Rolexes. These are people who have the smaller penises. They would often need something big and leery to attract the female of the species. And whereas the people, the third leg people like Archie, with the the tripods, well, we don't need gold Rolex to say how great we are. We just know it. And we wear a Patek in white gold because we couldn't afford a gold one. Or we have platinum. Platinum! Yeah, it's just, I'm saving up for gold. It's to the unkept fuckers. That's what it's for. The unkept fuckers. It puts them in the place. And I gotta say, a wristwatch really gives you so many clues. And I cannot think of one other object that tells you more about a man than his watch. I'm Archie Luxury. This has been another fabulous Archie Luxury recording. Please tell me what you think. See you later!